The only real reason that I am making this video is because a comment I received on my last video that I made, which was about current Bears quarterback Caleb Williams and how I believe he is going to be a bust. And I gave a multitude of reasons why I believe he will be the next great NFL draft bust at the quarterback position for the Chicago Bears organization. And I thought my reasons were very valid, but apparently there's a certain comment that was made on my video that actually, I don't ever get mad at comments. I usually respond to some of them in like a sarcastic manner and just, move on with my day. But this time, this comment really fucking got to me. It actually pissed me off. This comment made me mad because top 15 processor, and the guy has not played a game. Now, you can predict that he will be a top 15 processor. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a prediction, but you have already christened him as a top 15 processor. I predict that Caleb Williams will be a bust, but you don't even predict. You're flat out saying that this guy's already a top 15 processor, and I have plenty of footage to show you from all 22 that show that this is the biggest lie that has ever been told in the scouting community. People who think that Caleb Williams can process coverage at a lightning speed like a lot of the elite NFL quarterbacks can, are out of their minds, they're out of their depth, and they really have no idea what they're talking about. Once again, you've never scouted anybody or done an evaluation on a quarterback if you think that Caleb Williams is a fast processor of information on the field. Because I'm going to show you a multitude of clips from not the Notre Dame game, because apparently that game no longer counts because the people that support Caleb Williams and the Bears fans and the Caleb Williams diehards continually move the goalposts left, right, up, down, and center whenever you bring up something that, could be used against Caleb Williams being a star quarterback, because in these people's minds, they already believe that Caleb Williams is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. They cannot be coerced into thinking otherwise. They cannot be convinced into thinking otherwise. So here's some footage I would like to show you, and my microphone quality is going to get substantially worse here. But I'm going to break down this footage in the best way that I, humanly possibly can, by showing you it and breaking it down to you live as the footage rolls. This is the first clip is going to be from the Oregon game, in which it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna let the clip roll here. I'm gonna let future me here speak as I record this, because this one clip, I could just leave it at this one clip, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna show multiple clips in this video because people say, that was only one time, so I'm gonna show a bunch of fucking clips. So roll the damn footage already. Let's get to it.
Alright, so as we can see here, we have the situation. USC is currently getting throttled 14-29. Their offense has not been good. We're in the sort of dying stages of the third quarter, about to head into the beginning of the fourth quarter here. It is second down and 10 to go here for the USC Trojans here, trying to make a drive happen here. And there is indeed going to be a penalty on Oregon here. As you can see, this player right here is going to move. He is going to be offsides. The dirty laundry is going to be thrown. All right, so Caleb Williams probably should know this because he saw it with his own two eyes happen. So, let's see. Let's read the field here. Let's read the safeties. This guy is going, this receiver is going to do about a 20-yard deep crosser. This guy is going to do a crosser as well, a little more shallow. And right about here, you can see the safety begins to cheat on the middle 20-yard crosser route. So if you're Caleb Williams, there's a flag on the play, and you know it's on the Ducks here. So what do? You immediately lock on to your, deepest player and throw up a 50-50 and hope he comes down with it to get a chunk play and move the sticks even more. Get a big-time play when you need it, when you're getting absolutely throttled here on the road. You need a touchdown to get back into this football game. Throw it up 50-50. But in this case, we pause right here about, this isn't even a 50-50. This guy has about a step here. And if Caleb Williams was such an elite processor as people christen him to be, he would realize that this safety right here, number 13 or whatever his number is so far cheated inside to the middle of the field that all he has to do is throw it up. I mean, how do you not know your read here if the safety cheats on the crosser? I mean, it's just, it doesn't even make sense. And there's a flag. What do you have to lose on this play? So not only is his processing of the coverage and the safeties, which apparently he's so great at looking off the safeties and the linebackers, but in this clip, he's not looking anyone off. He doesn't need to look anyone off. But the safety cheats regardless. There's dirty laundry. There's a damn flag on the field. This guy right here has a step. He has time to throw it in the pocket, and he panics. He starts panicking. He does his little dance. He almost falls and trips, and he runs, and he just flicks it, and it's incomplete. It's over his head, incompletion. Let's get the other view of this absolutely absurd play. He gets a bunch of time to throw in the pocket here. The safety right here is so far cheated. Oh my Christ. And right here, it's even worse because you have time to throw. He's so far. Just throw that shot to the left. Don't dance. And then he slips, and he continues trying to do his little dance and just fires it wide and high of the receiver. Just an awful play by Caleb Williams. There's no place for that in the NFL. You can't be doing that, especially when you're getting a free play. Chuck it up to the deepest receiver down the damn field. What are you doing? This is a nonsensical play. They could have gotten a bunch of yards on this play, but Caleb Williams single-handedly prevented his team from getting a chunk play, and that is not acceptable. All right, now this one's a little less egregious, but I still have, a bit of a problem with it here. This is 3rd and 21, and what Oregon is going to do on this play is they're going to blitz. They're going to send a blitz. I don't know why they'd ever be blitzing on 3rd and 21, but they want to send a blitz. So let's see Caleb Williams. Let's see how he processes it, right? Right about here, you should know. You should read the linebacker and say, oh, okay, yeah, they're coming with a blitz. Let me get it to my hot read here. What's my hot read? It's either this little delay out or... and this is... they could have probably got the first down on this, if we're being honest. If Caleb Williams just fires this one and this guy makes a man miss here in open space, there's actually a decent possibility that the Trojans actually somehow pick the first down up here. But Caleb Williams, trying to be some sort of hero, ends up taking a shot from behind and throwing it away. And you put yourself in so much unnecessary danger by taking a hit like this. You see the blitzing linebacker, hot read, 3rd and 21, hot read. Why would you throw it deep if it's not there? Why would you try to read all this stuff that's not going to be open if it's not going to be available? Hot read, hot read, hot read. What are you doing? What is this? This doesn't even make sense. And it's a dumb play from a quarterback that is being overhyped by the media. You're going to see Caleb Williams do dumb things in a lot of these 3rd down situations where he could get it to his hot read or, just throw it to the check down in space and let his athletes, he plays at USC. They get a lot of 5-star receivers that are very athletic. He could try to let them make plays, but instead he'd try to, dance around in the pocket and try to play hero because he thinks he's great or whatever. And as you can see, this actually starts with a bit of miscommunication here. The receiver's got to communicate with the quarterback because they don't know what the hell the play is or what the routes are or what, or really what's even going on, what the play is. So here we go, right here, and let's just see, right about here, pause here. He has not much time to throw, and this is bad on the interior offensive line's part. They need to do a better job protecting Caleb, but when you have this little time, you got to get to your hot read. And what would your hot read be in this situation? Probably the drag. And it's not even really a hot read because it's not a blitz, but still, they're really not playing on 19 here. So if you throw it just about, earlier than when I pause, the guy can make a play in space. And we're going to see the top-down view as he tries to make a play, and of course he can't do it. Because he is incredibly fucking overrated. But as you can see, they get set up here in their position here, and they snap the ball. And he's looking at the outbreaker, the outbreaking route here that has this player right here all on this. But actually, right about here, he's not even really in good position to defend this. So, and he took his eyes off the read, as his outbreaker began to get open, but I don't think that's the throw he should be making here because that has a chance of getting swatted down by one of these two players. He needs to make this throw right here. Obviously, he does, and he tries to make his little stupid improvisation play that he can only make against teams that are like really shitty, like San Jose State and Nevada, and other awful teams like those that are just like Stanford, just atrocious teams. He's on his outbreaker for about a second, and he goes to his drag, and right here he goes to his drag. That's when he starts, reading his drag. It's too late because the linebacker over there has already crashed on the route, and you've been sacked because you can't read a defense. You can't process information quick enough. And that is what NFL pockets are going to look like. There's going to be times in the game where the protection breaks down very, very quickly, especially in the division you're playing in, where it's going to mean a lot more to those fucking players. They're going to get in. Do you think Aiden Hutchinson is going to just, oh, no, I'm going to phone it in. I'm going to play like a Nevada player. I'm going to play like a San Jose State player. No, he's going to play like one of the best fucking edge rushers in the league because Aiden Hutchinson is one of the best edge rushers in the league. And when you have to play him twice a year, he's going to get pressure in the snap of a finger just like that, as quick as humanly possible. And when you have to read coverage lightning quick like you do in the NFL, and you're doing shit like this in college, mind you, it's not a good look at all. Now this next one is, I find to be pretty absurd. So the Trojans have 26 seconds here. It's a tie game. They have the ball at the 31. A decent play in getting out of bounds, having about like 19, 18, maybe 20 seconds. Maybe having the ball at like the 40-yard line would be really good, and without wasting that timeout too, with keeping that timeout in your back pocket just in case. And this play right here is perfect for that sort of situation. As you can see, they're going to have probably about 18, 17 seconds if this player gets out of bounds. Now you see, I want you to focus on this tight end right here. This tight end's assignment is chip and go. So he's now into the flats, and look what Caleb Williams does. Caleb Williams, he pumps. He pump fakes. This guy's wide open, first of all. He's probably gonna get to at least the 36 or 37 before he makes his way out of bounds. So you get a decent play, you keep the timeout, and you have about 18, 17 seconds left to spare in game time. But what do, Caleb Williams? You're just going to hesitate, you're going to wait, you're going to rip one, and it's going to be a poorly located ball, and it's going to be relatively well defended. You could make an argument this is pass interference, but here we go. The top-down view. He looks, he's incredibly slow at processing the defense. He pump fakes to a wide-open player, which it doesn't even make sense. It's just, you can't defend that. He's wide open. You got to realize the game situation here. Even if he doesn't get out of bounds, you have a timeout, and you've wasted time off the clock. And you've wasted valuable time at that, and you've also wasted it down. Now there's only 15 seconds. So instead of there being like 18, 17, maybe like 20 seconds, and you save your timeout, and it's like 3rd and 1, or it's even first down if the guy gets the first down with the timeout. You've wasted it down. It's 3rd and 10, there's 15 seconds, and you only have a timeout. So you just fucked your team over because you pump fake to a wide open player to throw to someone who was covered. And when you threw it to the guy who had someone covering him, it was horribly located, and it was an incompletion. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alrighty, here's another one. This time it's even more crucial here. It's 3rd and 5. They're at their own 23 here in a pretty defensive war. 14 apiece between Utah and the Trojans. You're going to see it's just a basic sit-down sort of mesh-like concept where if there's space in the zone shell coverage that the Utah Utes are covering, the receivers are taught explicitly to sit down in the soft spot in the zone coverage and get as many yards as they possibly can after they catch the ball, or maybe fall forward. In a situation like this, they're taught to do that, to sit down in the soft spot. As you can see, Caleb Williams is actually winding and loading up to throw this pass here to the receiver, and he pumps. He pump fakes. And look at how late the reaction is from the linebacker. The linebacker had no play on this. If you throw this, the guy can fall forward for a yard and maybe possibly pick the first down up. But instead, Caleb Williams, he pumps, he runs right into pressure, he takes a sack. Elite processing, elite reading of defenses. My ass, that is bullshit. It is a lie. Alright, so here's against UCLA. This is a first down play here in this game, and let's take a look at what our boy Caleb does. He does the play fake thing, makes one read, doesn't like it because obviously he can't throw it when he's sort of rolling out here on this play. And I want you to notice this guy right here who has someone over top and someone underneath. So for all intents and purposes, it is very safe to assume that this wide receiver here in the middle of the field is double covered. So why exactly does Caleb on first down throw this when he knows there's no chance of a completion? This guy just, easily gets his palm out and swats the ball to the ground when Caleb Williams could have ran here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see the running lane that he decides not to take. If he's such a great improviser, shouldn't he have, taken the running lane there instead of throwing it to a player who is being double covered, and it's not even the greatest pass. It's, not even really led properly. So, great job by your boy Caleb here, really, diagnosing the defense and being a generational talent at improvising on the field. So, we got a 3rd and 11 here. Once again, this really seems to be the situation where Caleb Williams is absolutely atrocious and where he really refuses to take what the defense is giving him, which, every, generational quarterback understands game situations and situational awareness, and this is going to be the final clip I show you because I'm done watching this guy's fucking film, watching this guy fail to understand basic game situations on film. So let me just play it. There's 32 seconds in the second quarter. They're getting bludgeoned because it's USC and Lincoln Riley's high school offense. They do have a timeout left here. So we're going to see that Caleb Williams is going to obviously drop back to pass here. And on 3rd and 11, you need 11 yards. But, it's not the end of the world if you don't get the 11 yards. You're getting bludgeoned, but still, you'd rather, throw an incompletion or run for a couple yards and maybe punt the ball away or maybe even try to go for it instead of throwing the ball into coverage and it being intercepted. That's the last thing you want to do. The last thing you want to do is to have the defender have a chance at making a play on the ball. And this is exactly what happens in this clip here. Caleb Williams, he drops back to throw, feels a bit of pressure, and he's in the throw to this guy right here at about the 36-yard line. And, oh, man, if this ball was accurate, it's a pick six. You're going to see the other angle of it, and I'm going to show you something that Caleb also did wrong on this play here as they swap the formations. About 30 to play. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll out, feeling some pressure. He's just going to try to fire one. And, I mean, if this ball's accurate, it's a pick six. This guy right here is going to jump this route, and if it's right where it needs to be right here, pick six. He's housing it. His house call, and you're getting bludgeoned by Cal. So, and I want to point out something here about this play. What do you guys see? What do you guys see here? So he rolls out. Caleb rolls out, does a pretty good job of buying himself some time. And you want to know what this leaves open? A shallow crosser that if he throws it to the shallow crosser, there is no doubt that this player gets the first down because this guy has his back turned to the play. He doesn't know what's going on. This safety doesn't have a play on it. If he just dumps this down, fires a quick and accurate strike, it's a first down. You move the chains. You're deep in Cal territory. You have a chance to make the game closer than what it is right now. But Caleb Williams fires it into a window that doesn't exist, and he should be lucky it wasn't an accurate pass because if it was, it's a house call. It's a pick six for Cal. And this results in a 4th and 11. It's just bad plays from Caleb Williams, and he can't process information. He can't read coverages, and all these clips that I've shown you today proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that what I'm saying has some merit to it. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.